talking about your satin suits.
Yeah.
I once worked in Carnaby Street as a manager, and Mick came in one day because he was always down Carnaby Street in those days. We're talking 65 now, 66 that period, and he just came in. And he was very casual. And, you know, he was known to be in the street, and we were all very cool guys.
Yeah.
Quite intimidating. I've seen other people say on television, because I've seen these documentaries and people say these guys who worked in Carnaby Street were quite intimidating, because you got so used to meeting stars every day, because it was like that. Anyway, Mick came in, he had a pair of white shoes, and he said, "Have you got something to go with this?" And I went, "Yes." Straight away, no hesitation. I went out the back, and lucky enough, I think the day before or so, we had these white suits coming, and I just knew it looked great on him. And you know, when you work in shops, you know, just looking at someone, what size they are. I guess you're about 38, 40. I haven't been in the business for a long time, I want to point out, so I'm totally wrong, maybe.
Yeah, I'm 40 chest, yeah.
There you go, so I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
But at the time I was right on it, so I went straight out the back, pulled out this white suit, came in, I said, try this on, Mick, like he's my best mate. So put it on, and he stood in front of the mirror, and he looked at himself, and he went, like he does. And I'd heard he was like that because I worked in the shop in Acton a couple of years before, and this friend of mine said Mick had been in the shop in Ealing, and he just stood in front of the mirror dancing and checking the suits and stuff out. So I'd heard what he was like, and then it was my turn to serve him, and it was happening. I went, "Oh, you look great in that." I said, "Try the trousers on, you know, so you get the full effect." So he goes in, but gets the trousers on, and then we just had them straight down, you know, we'd turn them up.
Yeah.
And all the machinists were like in his clothes, which was a couple of doors away, and this whole place was full of machinists, and the turnover was so fantastic then for John Stephen. You know, they were making bundles, but I just enjoyed working there so much. Anyway, he came out, and I pinned him up, and of course I had to measure Mick Jagger's inside leg, because you've got to get the correct measurement. So there's another one for you, Steve.
Well, he's got short legs, but he makes up for it
by
having more than two.
Yeah, no, it's great. So he says to me, "Don't give me all that," you know. I went, "I'm telling you, I see you strutting about on the stage in this suit. It looks great on you," and it really did, Steve. He just looked magic in this suit. So he was happy with it, whipped it off, and I said to one of the guys, straight away, you know, Tamix for Mick, you know, like that speeds the process up.
Of course.
Only takes about 5 minutes for somebody like him, and I'll do it straight away, straight up front. And, you know, he was like hanging out in the shop and stuff like that. But that was terrific. So obviously I had one like it, because I thought if Mick's got one, I want one, and we were on that trip then. So yes, it was nice to sell Mick Jagger a suit. I haven't sold you a suit, Steve, but
well, no, having seen the way that you or I can, you know, make the measurement without even the use of a tape measure. You know, I think it's in these days of, you know, people just doing stuff over the internet. That you never know. You could have another skill there altogether. Just get people webcammed up and say, "Right, I've got just a suit for you, sir."
No, I just enjoyed it at the time. It was fun.
It was a colourful sort of place, wasn't it? I mean, I used to love going up there. I was a bit young to be buying clothes in the early 60s up there, but I used to go up there and have a look around.
This was middle 60s, I want to point out.
Yeah.
So very young.
Yeah, oh yeah, you know, I mean, but I was even younger than that. Not a lot younger, but...
And Ronnie Wood was another one who came in the shop, and he was with the Birds, the BIRDS ones. We just had a little chat about this just now, but he came in, and then you know, they were skinned, but they were great guys, and they were laughing and joking a minute, and they'd try on all the gear, but they never bought anything. No. It didn't matter.
No.
There was quite a few people like that, but we just had fun with them, and Ronnie was always fun, and a guy called Ali who was the singer, and of course Ronnie's gone on to do, you know,
better things.
God, yeah, you know. When I think about it now, little did we know that Ronnie was going to, you know, move on to...
He's been with them 32 years now.
Yes, he has, yeah.
She's amazing.
And fits in perfectly.
Well, they certainly made the right choice, because if you think about some of the other guitarists they were seriously, you know, going to be interviewing, one of them was Rory Gallagher. Well, Rory Gallagher is one of my all-time guitar hero. Sadly, he's not here around anymore, but there's no way he would have been a Rolling Stone for lots of reasons.
Not really, no. And you're quite right. He was a great guitarist.
Fantastic guitarist. I believe Clapton was up for consideration, but the same thing. You know, he's a one-man show. He's never going to just toe the line of being in an established group. I believe and I'm not sure whether this is just a rumour, but I've read in one of Bill Wyman's books that Hank Marvin was considered.
Oh, I can't see that.
And I couldn't have seen that ever.
No, I love Hank as the Shadows.
Yeah, but I mean, he's not really someone.
When I say I love Hank, I love what Hank stands for, and he looks terrific today.
Yes, he does. It's sharp suits 50s, you know, and they were the complete antithesis of that, weren't they?
But I tell you what, Nick, if I call you Nick away on the whole show, I can't see Hank Marvin in the Rolling Stones. I really that must have been a joke. Like, you know, you do comedy in your show.
Yeah, I know, and Hank is in the auditions in one of our comedy sketches and gets very badly rejected.
Oh wow!
But
you've got you've got so much going on. I think you need to go and see. I need to go and see you again.
Yeah,
because you've got so much going on in that show.
We have, yeah, and we change it. So the film clips we use in one tour, we might not use the following year. So the show you came to see, you probably didn't see the audition sketch.
No, because I would have remembered Hank Marvin.
Yeah, well, we had Hank in it. We had, you know, George Harrison in the Beatles getting rejected. The singing nun getting rejected, you know, Pete Townsend just smashing the place up and, you know, getting rejected.
Yeah, he's still as moody as ever.
Who is?
Pete Townsend.
Is he?
Yeah. Still keeping his image up. But there we have it. We've got another tune now that, gosh, time is dashing by. We're going to play Jimi Hendrix to take us up to 3 o'clock. This is one that Steve has chosen. Steve Elson is real. It gets confusing, but known to you as Nick Dagger.